Hey guys, Omni here. Sorry about the delay with this episode of Doom Patrol. If you've been keeping up with the community tab here on the channel, you know why, and I appreciate your guys' patience. But let's go ahead and not worry about that right now. There's been enough of that this week. But last episode we had some interesting nuggets. We've got some things going on in the underground that are starting to get a little shady, as we could allude to, and as well as the Scants kind of alluded to as well, with Miranda and everything going on there with kind of deplatforming Jane from the role of primary. Um, Cliff's daughter showing up at the mansion to, I guess, reconcile, having received the confession tape of Niles. Personally, I guess that before Niles took off with Dorothy, he had mailed that confession because we saw that there was a couple of scenes, a couple of episodes in which Cliff was kind of looking for that tape because he grown some attachment to just the fact that the chief admitted to all of these things. And I think in an attempt to reconcile some of the things that he's done, the chief sent that to his daughter. And I'm really curious to see where that's going out, how that's going to come to a head. And then the stuff with Ronnie and Cyborg is definitely taking a turn for a little bit of a twist, because we've been a little suspicious with her background and stuff, especially since we found out that her cybernetics and stuff like that have some uh, origins with Star Labs as well as Calder Robotics. So something's going on there. Is she using Vic? Does she know about Vic and his relationship with these people? Is this like a cover? I don't know, but she walked out of that whole debacle with the Scants with this little vial. I don't know. I feel like there might be something else going on there at this point, rather than just this character development for Cyborg, which is kind of what I thought it was going to be, but I'm really kind of getting a little concerned that it might be more than that at this point. Last episode, not a whole lot for Larry, except for, a little bit of him trying to make some steps towards reconciliation. Unfortunately, the Scants got involved and he missed out on that opportunity, or at least did not execute on that opportunity as well as he should have or would have if he was not infected. But last episode was really fun. I really like seeing the gang like under this spell, if you will, and just seeing them just make horrible, horrible decisions and just the shifts in their personality. It was just really wacky, and I really loved it. Just seeing them like just kind of create this range with these characters that we haven't seen before. It was a lot of fun. And just see like Miranda getting a little bit of a taste of the kind of shit that fucking Jane has to deal with with these people that she lives with. Niles finding out a little bit of the origins of the Candlemaker and these uh imaginary friends of Dorothy. This is something that was kind of forced upon her as a kind of a ritual of her people, as kind of what they're leaning towards, at least what they're alluding to, and what Candlemaker's alluding to. Last time we saw that, and Niles meeting up with Kipling to plot the demise of Dorothy is what I can assume is they're planning on doing. Um, am I missing anything? Rita just had some stuff with the play, with some self-reflection on the person that was playing her, and then we found out that something happened to that person. Was that a dream? And now she's going to be playing herself. That was also in a dream. I can't remember what happened with Rita last episode. I don't remember. Anyway, remind me. We're going to go ahead and dive into this week's episode of Doom Patrol and see where the gang is now with Dad Patrol. Arkansas, 1954. Oh.
Get into the bucket.
I don't want to. I'm sorry. I said I was sorry.
Get into the bucket, little girl.
Oh, no. The origin of the well. So messed up, man.
Okay, then. Then let's find him. Where did we last see him?
The well.
The one down here?
No,
The real well.
the one up there.
And if she wants Harry, we get Harry. It's not up to us to question her.
Power struggle. I mean, one
So that was the
gross ass
stairs.
rabbit.
Whoa.
Oh, she needs to rest.
Are you okay? Because I delivered some babies in these hollowed halls. So, why did you come all this way?
I'm getting married.
Oh,
Yeah.
you want to see my room?
Fuck was that? What the hell was that, Cliff?
Where's your bed?
I'm kind of like a horse, don't need one. Cool racetrack though, right? Yeah, it came in handy when we got shrunk and had to live on it.
Okay, so
Oh, golly. I know, it all just seems a little crazy.
you think? I mean, what the fuck, dude?
I know I'm like 30 years late, but I just need to spit this out. I'm stupid. I fucked up. I'm sorry.
You got anything to eat?
Shit, yeah.
What the fuck?
You've overstepped, Bunbury.
What's the point of this, Grandmaster? None of us have much
Pleasure,
time left.
Bunbury. Defy it to the end.
What the fuck?
Are you sure you
Here, I want some dark chocolate, and you get whatever you want. What is it?
Chatter.
What the fuck?
What's the flora and the fauna? What if that numpty Niles has lost the plot?
I've got it under control.
I did the research. That prehistoric thing will rip us to shreds if Little Miss Sunshine matures any further. See you at 6.
Hmm. Uh-oh.
Put on your dumb bandages. We're going to Arkansas.
You okay in there? You're joining the sisterhood. It's all part of growing up.
What should I do about my dress?
Well, don't you worry about that. I am gonna get you all fixed up.
What should I tell my father?
Honestly, hon, wouldn't tell him nothing. Some guys just don't want their baby girls to grow up.
Have you seen this morning's paper?
Mysterious mass beekeeper saves local Cloverton man.
Oh, fuck. Beekeeper and morgue.
Rita! Look, I think it's great that you're trying to do more, but you gotta take it slow.
What's wrong?
Hi, this is Ronnie. I can't come to the phone right now.
Listen, we're gonna have to pick this up when I get back.
Are you going to Detroit? Something happened. I'll go with you.
Why are you wearing?
I got your favorite chocolates.
And we are going to do anything you want.
Anything?
Anything.
Can we go to the fair?
The fair it is. Yes.
I like how he just forgot about the change of clothes already.
Flip can
He was
teleport
pretty
literally anywhere.
smooth at diverting that conversation.
Yeah, and you never thought you'd be the one on the chopping block. Yeah, I thought I was indispensable to my family too, but I only do them more harm than good. And there's a small chance in hell that I might be able to find some kind of peace if I could just let go of Captain Larry Traynor. I just can't.
I don't want to fade away.
Me neither.
Those bandages waterproof?
So, the mister. Good guy?
My partner's name is Melissa. I call her Mel.
Ooh.
Decided to have a kid. Everything changed, and now that's really happening. Fuck. When it comes to fucking up marriages, the Steels are pretty legendary. I love Mel and all. I just feel like the odds are stacked against me.
I think you're gonna be the one to break the cycle.
You do?
100%.
I really don't want to let my baby boy down.
It's a boy. It's a fucking boy. It's a boy. It's a fucking boy. Sorry.
It's
Sorry.
okay.
Goddamn whore. I said get in the goddamn bucket, little girl.
What's wrong?
Fucking monster.
I did?
You did. And the winner is the young lady. Pick a prize. What do you want?
Could I have the big blue bear?
Of course.
But that's not what I...
It is time.
Oh no.
What?
Dorothy, is that the one you wanted?
Uh-oh.
Are we on patrol or are we on patrol?
Just stay here.
Oh, Jesus, now we got the Pee-wee Justice League up our asses, too.
Pee-wee
Here to help.
Justice League.
You gonna stand around here bitching all day? You gonna tell me what's going on here?
We're trying to locate Ronnie Evers. Security cams got her entering Decker's home night of the murder.
You ever seen anything like this?
Oh no.
Okay.
My dear,
Well, that's
do you
gonna...
mind if I sit this one out?
If only he knew, man. Not a good idea. She's already seeing this. She's already seeing things right now. So going into a fun house with all the mirrors and everything, not gonna be a good deal. Blood in the hanky. Uh-oh.
You are ready.
I'll never let you out.
You don't have a choice.
Oh, fuck, man. Dude. I love Candlemaker's design so much in this, though.
I know it's short notice, but you should come.
To your wedding? Yes! Oh! Holy shit, boss.
Uh-oh. This is dried up. Well, not dried, but it's pretty much mud now. If it's filled in, he's probably in the, like, in the mud. What? How did that happen? Wait a minute.
I had no idea. You were so much stronger than I would have ever been.
I'm glad we're finally on the same page. What the fuck? What do we do?
What's her game?
They didn't disappear, Jane. They moved on.
Oh, fuck.
Let me go, Cyborg.
You know I can't do that.
Oh, shit. That Uma jelly. Oh!
I can see a sign.
Rita!
We missed our chance. That incandescent beast is coming whether we like it or not.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Dorothy, Jane, would you like a lift?
It's time, Dorothy.
Oh, man. Fuck. Ah. Dude, that is insane. Whew. Some fun bits this episode, though. The stuff with Cliff and Clara was just really touching. And the finger in the pancake, I thought something more was going to come of that and maybe like ruin it. And she'd be like, why do you have human body parts in here? What are you doing? And then like screw up his chance. But he's scrubbed that away and it didn't get called out at least again. So he's safe there. The Jane stuff, the Kay background with the well, her father, a little bit more what Miranda's doing, even though I don't think we necessarily know her motives yet, because she says it's to heal Kay. So I don't understand. I'm not picking up on it. If it's in there, I'm not getting it. Is it because like maybe she's understanding that we've been all through this together? Maybe we get rid of the personalities. Kay herself will finally move forward and grow. Or is this something for her herself to take over? Because she says that line in the note she left that Jane found that we deserve happiness, not Kay. Is this Miranda taking over? Or maybe she's just like we as in all of us and Kay, but now she's like taking people out one at a time. And why? What is she doing by feeding it into the well? She had the rabbit. She knew the rabbit was still around and she packed it away with that note back at the well. I guess maybe knowing that some of the other personalities or Kay herself would never dare to go back there. So I don't know. Is Jane going to gather the strength to pull herself out of the well in the same way that Miranda did? Because we know it's escapable, at least by some means. That because Miranda threw herself in the well and has risen again. And how's that going to play out? This whole underground dynamic going to play? I don't understand. I'm not sure what the end game is for Jane, Miranda, and Kay in the underground right now. Because all Kay really has been saying is, I want the rabbit. I want, what was it? Harry. I want Harry. And Jane went and got Harry. I don't know. I don't know. If you guys have an idea, I'd love to hear your thoughts, your interpretations of it. I could just not be getting the subtext of it in the moment. If I think about it for a little while, I don't know if I'll pick up on anything, to be honest, but I want to try to see if there's a little bit more there. I like how Larry, him being the choice to go with Jane on this journey was really interesting, especially because he's going through the same kind of feelings of accepting himself, accepting who he is, and not wanting to let go of it, because that was the solution to his problem as presented by the negative woman who showed up a couple episodes ago, was to let go of his past, let go of everything. And that's something that he's really struggling with doing. And I think the negative spirit is also, I think, on his side and maybe sympathetic of it. And I don't know, not being able to communicate is still something he's getting frustrated with. But I think that conversation of him not wanting to fade away and Jane not wanting to fade away, because if the result of Kay healing mentally is that her avatars, these personas, are no longer necessary and they're being, they're fading away because she doesn't need their protection anymore. Jane has developed, that each of them have developed their own personalities, their own sentience, their own needs. And Jane herself has developed, I think, a lot more than the other ones because she gets to live in the real world more than the rest of them, and she's had her own life in a way, and she's almost the most separate from Kay out of the rest of them. That she's just like, I don't want to lose who I am, and I don't want to be gone, and I don't want to fade away. And it's just like, it's sad, man. It's really just the dynamics of these personalities that Kay has created in this self defense mechanism that has helped her get through this trauma has created a lot of different people that whose lives now have to end to save the child. And that's where you run into this ethical kind of, what's the line here on what's right, who really deserves to live and die in this moment. Because I mean, honestly, at this point, Kay has been so isolated and left at this stage in her life and never allowed to grow and evolve past that. Maybe that's Miranda's goal, to force Kay to grow up by removing all of her protection. Or maybe Kay's just permanently stuck that way and Miranda's got something else going on. It's just like, what would happen to Kay if she does lose all of these protectors? I don't know. It's interesting how that's all gonna go. And yes, Ronnie was up to something. I don't know if she was initially using Cyborg from the get-go, but I think that we finally saw that a little bit more of what's going on with her now that she has some of those answers, thanks to Cyborg hacking the government and being able to help her find those responsible. Her taking the Uma Jelly from last episode and, taking those powers that the Queen would have taken on herself, the scans, and giving her some enhanced abilities thanks to that, allowing her to go toe to toe with Cyborg when he just could not, knowing that she is choosing to continue down this path of ending lives and revenge, that he does have to cross the line. He has to draw the line and stop her. And Rita, again, her growth into wanting to do good with her powers and try, and the pride and the happiness that she takes in stopping that robber from the previous episode. I like that about it. It's just showing her character growth even more. And then, but when she's faced with this moment here, she froze, and we can only presume that Ronnie got away. And I get it. I mean, I think she's getting in out of her head just a little bit. The robber on the street in the alley, that she caught him off guard. This time it was a little more upfront, and Cyborg was down, so I don't know. It's frustrating, and I know it's going to be frustrating for her and Cyborg too when we pick back up with them, more than likely, because she had a moment and she choked. And then with Niles and Dorothy in this episode, we know that him and Kipling came up with this deal to plan to take care of the child. In what way? We don't really know the details, but the scene with the prophetic rabbit in the beginning was interesting. Doom is coming, and he's like, "We're running out of time. We got to take care of Dorothy now." And this final Dorothy's day that Niles takes her on is like, "We'll do whatever you want." The initial speculation that I had, and what a lot of people had from my conversations in the comments, was that Dorothy just needed to make more wishes, or 3 wishes, or whatever it is. And once she made, the final wish, then Candlemaker would come out. It seems like the way they're going with it right now is once she meets physical maturity is when Candlemaker will come out, with or without her control or consent or whatever. And that's one of the reasons I think Niles has been stunting her, and which is also its own metaphor of fatherhood, I think, and parenthood in general, of us not wanting your children to grow up. You don't want them to leave the nest as much as you want for them to. At the same time, like the letting go of it is something that a lot of people struggle with. They hang on to that attachment. They always want you to stay that innocent, sweet child that they've been raising, and that transition from that loss of innocence into adulthood is something that a lot of parents struggle with. And maybe in this case, it saved the world for an extended number of years by having Niles do this, or maybe it didn't, because this all kind of triggered once she finally matured, as we saw in the convenience store, because she does physically age slower. So I don't know. It's really interesting how this is going to play out. And I can't wait to see what happens in the next episode. Was this candle maker going to be free? I assume so, because the title of next week's episode is Wax Patrol. So I can't wait for that, man. This was just, again, another solid episode. This show just does not disappoint ever. So I'm going to leave it at that, guys. Thank you guys for your patience for the delay on this episode. And I want to know your thoughts. What's your feelings, your takeaways, your theories on this episode and what is to come? Because next week's the last episode, right? This was episode 8, and there's only 9 this season. So let's see how it all wraps up, guys. So thank you all for tuning in, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode of Doom Patrol. Take care, everybody.